morning, mother truckers. My name is Jaden. This is Hoov, and this is Two Really Real Dudes. How's it going, everybody? Hello. Hi,
Happy
Hoov.
Saturday morning, everybody. Hope you've had your coffee so far this morning. It is a bright and early 11 a.m. on this beautiful Saturday here on the East Coast. Hopefully that gives you guys enough time to get up. And if you're still rolling out of bed with crusties in your eyes this morning or listening at any other time, rub them out. Take a minute. Don't rub one out. Not with us on the screen. But in a sense, I hope everybody's had a fantastic week. This is a beautiful start to the weekend and a fantastic start to your next week. We got a good episode for you today.
We do, guys. We're going to dive a little bit into the sense of us. You guys are going to get to know us as in Hoov and Jaden. Everybody, you guys know how we like to start it. If everybody could, tell us what you're grateful for. Hoov, what are you grateful for today, boss?
Today, I'm grateful for health. I'm grateful for health today. Health. Twin babies on the way, as many of you guys know. Yesterday, we had our 3D ultrasound done. First of all, very freaky to see the eye sockets of these babies, like in the super crazy, weird stuff. But thankful that they all came back clear, no issues, healthy 100%. So just health, man. Health is what I'm thankful for today. What about you?
Grateful woke up today. For me, today I'm grateful, guys, for the simple moment. The moment, we talk about that one a lot, but I'm just grateful to find a way, no matter how rough this last week and a half has been for myself, no matter who is fighting, whatever, just getting to the moment and getting back to just living for myself so I can be good and get out of what I'm going through. But yeah, that's what it's about, getting back to the moment and preaching it.
Living for yourself, bro. Living for yourself. That is so important, man. I think a lot of times we live for other people, whether that's our parents, whether that's our significant other, whether that's our kids, whatever it is. I think a lot of times we can lose that essence of ourselves in trying to please or trying to do things for everybody else all the time. And you really do sometimes got to take a step back and really just, what do I need? What do I want? What is good for me?
I know what is. Guru saying it. Grateful for my doggy snuggles. Oh yeah, I had doggy snuggles this morning. I love those ones.
There ain't nothing better than a puppy snuggle.
Having a sense of humor, health, and happiness. That's what we're saying, Grateful I woke up today. That's what we're talking about. Love them, y'all. All right. Hoov, I want to ask you, because we always talk about these quotes, man. Do you have a quote for us today? Do you have something maybe sitting on your heart that you want to throw out there?
Something for me that's been just really pressing these last few days. I've had some internal conflicts going on and some external things that are happening off the camera, within my own life. And just the thing for me is just let it flow. That's all I got today. Things tend to work out, and when you allow things to worry you that are out of your control, they are very, very negative things that allow in your life, because when you allow things that literally you have no ability to fix, to run your life or run your mind, it can just make you incredibly stressed out for zero reasons.
Truth, True. All right. Well, I like that. Letting it flow, especially today, guys. Like I said, we're just letting today literally flow. This is going to be a nice one. I got it. Ready? Quote. All the flowers of all the tomorrows are in the seeds of today. All the flowers of all the tomorrows are in the seeds of today. Right? That means in my head, if I'm living in this moment, what I was just talking about, I'm planting that seed right now. Right? I can't let it blossom already. I got to sit there and work away at what's happening right now. And then over time, we're going to start sprouting.
Is that a Master Oogway quote? That sounds like some Master Oogway, like Kung Fu Panda. Is it?
Nah, Indian proverb. It's probably a lot of people probably saying it too.
I felt like that was maybe some freaking Master Oogway. He always says some wise stuff in the Kung Fu Panda movies. I like that. I like that though. A lot of times too, like sowing the seed of it's something that takes time. Like we don't like to allow things to take time. We want instantaneous results all the time. A lot of that has to do with like the world we live in now. Everything's so high paced and like in your face, go, and like a lot of times I don't think people are patient or want to be patient, and that's such a huge thing that that you need to learn in life. Like
Dude,
everybody should.
patience is so bad. It's so bad now. It's so bad, and especially what people are calling ADD and like ADHD now. I don't know, like who's like your kids are about to be brought up in this day and age. Hopefully, I have kids brought up in this day and age. It's just people get babysat by screens and by iPads and stuff, and you guys don't realize it either, like how short of all these videos are. So nobody has the patience. Everybody's being built away from it, so people lose that. Literally lose it without even thinking, being patient enough to just work
Instant
right now.
gratification, bro. Instant gratification. We all want instant
Exactly.
gratification, bro. Our attention spans are the freaking gnats, dude. And a lot of people be like, "Oh, I have ADHD. I have ADHD." Like most of you don't. For the most part, I would say that the reason you have those experiences is because we literally live in a society, in a world that's all it is. It's trying to catch your attention for just half a second. Like you watch a video, you scroll to the next one. Nope, nope, nope. Oh, this one got me. All right, I'll watch this whole video. You release dopamine and you're like, oh yeah, that was sick. Like that's so cool. And then scroll, 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 trying to find that next like adrenaline kick, man. And it's that way in a lot of things in life, not just on TikTok.
Well, yeah. Then it goes to like everything we talk. We talk this all the time, guys. It goes. It makes sense. It goes back to how we feel everything when we want to be somebody new, or we want to have a new habit or break something bad that we're doing or that somebody's doing to us. We feel like it has to happen so fast. That instant gratification, but not gratification, but instant change. And that kind of goes back to this quote that's crazy enough. All the flowers of all the tomorrows are in the seeds of today. All right. So the only way to literally go about that is not instant success or instant over the night change. Like this stuff is going to take time. You're going to have to pour some water on your head, sit there and marinate, and then we're going to pick a route and we're going to sprout and we're going to go. Fuck, so that's good, yo.
Don't run faster than your feet can carry you. That's one that I was always taught as a kid. Don't run faster than your feet can carry you, because if you run faster than your feet can carry you, you're gonna get left behind. Like you're just not gonna make it. You're gonna fall flat on
Oh,
your
say that again.
face. What, you like that? You
Say
like
that
that?
again.
Yeah, don't run faster than your feet can carry you. Like you're either gonna eat it and just, or it's just not gonna be good. It's just not gonna be good. There's no good things that will come from that.
I like that. Pikachu one. It's happening, Hoov. We're doing
That's
a Pikachu
today.
tattoo. Oh yeah, I
Oh, they're
switched it
doing
to today.
Pikachu tattoos today.
I'm getting my dude. If you,
Filthy. That is filthy. I love that, dude.
it's gonna be cool, man. So it's gonna be like my portrait leg, and then we're getting the neck too, guys. So it'll be good.
I want to throw out the more that successful guys, the more people that are in here, the more traction we can get with our page here, the longer we get to do this with you guys. Like the more you guys are successful with us, the more we will put time into this podcast. Jaden and I will put in the time that we want to all the time, but now with us continually growing it, if we could continue to build it, if we start getting 100, 200 people in here, guys, if we start breaking these crazy thresholds together, then we will really start doing this for longer periods of time. We will not just sit on here for an hour. Maybe we'll do 2 hours and we'll just have a really interactive cast with you guys and then go back and edit stuff more. So, like, you guys truly decide the fate on everything that we're doing here together. And we just appreciate you being in here.
Yeah, guys. It's on you. All right, though, guys, let's back. Welcome back. Today, our biggest thing we want to do, and this is where we get engaged with you guys as well in the comments below. I have it labeled as getting to know us, getting to know your host. Yo, who are us? Who are we? But yo, my first question, I gotta ask who, if he's comfortable with it.
I'm comfortable with anything.
What is your name?
Actually, this is something that I don't put out into the world, truthfully.
Yo, you ain't gotta do it.
I'll just explain. The reason why I don't do this is because with 2 children on the way, guys, and a fiance and all this stuff in my life, I really just don't feel safe doing that on the internet. The internet's a crazy, wild place. And, eventually people are going to figure that stuff out for themselves. And if you really wanted to dig deep enough, it wouldn't be very hard for you guys to probably go figure out my name. So
I know it.
If that's what you choose to do, actually, it's Devonte. I go by Devonte. No, but if you guys wanted to figure that out, you could. But for me, it's just something that I personally think is under wraps. I just go by Hoov. I will always go by Hoov. And my real friends that I get to know on a deeper level or a personal relationship, they will know my name. But that is just something I tend to keep off of here. If you're cool with that, that's
Oh
that.
yeah, dude. I just asked the question for the people, but for me
Yeah,
too.
people
I
people
know
ask me
it.
all the
I
time.
know it, chat. I
They
know
ask
it.
me all the time. They're trying to get it, but I can't do it. All
Is
right,
my name even Jaden?
probably not. Maybe that's like your middle name. Maybe your name's
No,
like you
this is
look.
my middle name.
Let's see what you look like. Matthew.
Yeah, that's my dad's name.
So that your middle name?
Yeah, that's my middle name.
Okay. All right. It flows. It's good.
They call me
Valid.
Harry.
All right. He said Harry. All right. My first question for Jaden. All right, guys. So we're gonna have an unlimited amount of questions we can ask each other, but the point of what we're doing is to hopefully just give you guys a little more of us and a little bit vice versa for each other too. So I want to ask, what's your most prized possession? What's something you have that's like this is the most important thing that I hold?
Does this have to be
It could be physical or it could be
like? Is it materialistic?
or it could be something else. You could be something completely different.
Ella. Ella is my most prized possession in the sense that she's a soul and that's who she is. Everybody knows. If you don't know what Ella is my dog. Ella is my little baby girl. She's not up here, but this is Ella. Ella's huge, yo, and I want to say that in the question for you, Hoove.
Mm-hmm.
My prized possession is Ella because she gave me all the motivation I never knew I needed, and oh man, dude, she touched my life when my life never knew it needed touching, yo. So that's my prized possession right there.
I love that.
And it was actually one of my biggest goals I ever set for my life. At the very beginning, it was like get a new Jeep. And this was back in 2020. And then it was like, hopefully I can be in a time frame to get a dog. And like the way I got Ella was crazy, dude. I got Ella. I was going to get a mini black a schnauzer, dude. And they sold it as I was going to go get it. And as they sold it, I had nowhere. I was like, oh, wow, I'm not getting a dog today. This person messaged me on Sunday saying, hey, like if you want to come check these puppies out, you could do it. It's X amount of money. Well, I didn't have X amount of money in cash on a Sunday because the banks are closed. And my mom and dad they had a garage sale and they had the exact amount of cash made to get Ella that day. And my mom drove me because I needed help to get there. And we bought it. I paid my mom and dad back right away the next day. But yeah, that's my most prized possession.
I love that, dude. I love that. I think animals are really important to a lot of people. I think
hell yeah.
Animals are unconditional love most of the time, and I think there's a lot of people in this world that don't necessarily have the unconditional love from other places in their life. And I think animals provide a very, very good structure for stuff like that, for real. And you can always count on them to give you some snuggles or make you smile when you need it, for real.
Mm-hmm. I'll just ask that then. How many dogs do you have, Hoove? And then I'll ask
I
another
have
one.
2 dogs right now. I have a golden retriever. His name's Ray. He's 1. And then I have a boxer pit mix who is 4. Babe, we forgot Mossy's birthday. It was 2 days ago.
Bad dog parent.
I'm the worst
Bad dog
dog dad in the world.
parent.
I'm the worst dog dad in the world. What?
You guys hear Ella? Ella's going crazy.
Well, damn, y'all. I'm the worst parent ever. Well, my dog just turned 4. We're celebrating today. I also grew up.
He's
with
thinking about it now. He's like, son of a biscuit.
Yeah, I'm the worst, bro. Dang, dude, I'm a terrible dad. Man. One day I'm gonna forget my kid's birthday, bro. Come on.
He said it. He said it.
I've had dogs growing up my whole life, though. They've been a part of my life since I was a baby. So, oh man, yo, I'm the worst,
dude. Good morning, Shannon.
Shannon, good morning, Patricia.
All right, I got a question for you, Hoove.
Sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're getting to know each other, so I really need to know, Hoove.
All right.
How old were you when you had your first kiss?
First kiss, bro.
You don't have to say who. Just how old were you?
We got to throw it all the way back. Those were shoot. I was in the kindergarten age, bro. There's this little girl. Well, all the girls, I guess, chased us around the playground, man. They used to chase us around the playground as kids, like try to smooch us. And this girl, the only girl that ever did it, to be honest, like the only girl ever that catch me, happened to be the one I didn't want to catch me out of all the girls. She was the only one that ended up getting me one time. And her name was Alyssa Double. I remember this girl. And I did not like it, bro. I was so mad that was the first person to like kiss me. I was like, no, gross. Like I didn't want anything to do with it. So I guess I was like 5 or 6, bro. Like I remember, like we were tiny, we were little kids, bro. Chase, I remember it. We
All
were
right,
chasing
what
around.
about your first sentimental kiss? Does that make sense?
Okay, so like one that I was actually like I meant.
Yeah, like not
Uh,
yeah, like you were like, I like you. I like you.
um,
Not like a ah
um,
18. I'll tell you guys mine in a second.
middle school. I'm trying to remember which girl it was. Um, your boy might have been a player his whole life until I met my fiance. Um, this girl, it's either two girls. There were two girls. I don't remember which girl it was. Because around the same time.
He's like, what day was it?
Yeah, but yeah, 13 or so, 12, 13, something like that. 13, I think.
I was in 5th grade, guys. I don't know the age. 5th grade, and she's been in my chat. You guys have met her.
She's been in your chat? No.
I still am like, I'm not like, I haven't seen her in a long time, but I have a funny story with that. So you guys have seen her. It's mutual. I've stated that in my chat. Like, that's my first kiss. Her name's Cody. Why I say that, right? Doesn't matter unless I say that. When I was a freshman at GCU playing baseball, first year, they were D1, whatever. We're on the bus. Your first bus trip as a transfer or a freshman, no matter what, you get put on the spot with questions. Dude, I'm in a bus full of just all the dudes, man. I'm just a little 18-year-old, and there's like all these grown men. And yeah, guess what the question is? Who's your first kiss? I should have just made up another name, bro.
Yeah, it
But
could
I
have been
go, my
Allie.
first kiss was Cody. Everybody in the bus goes, oh, dude, I go, what? They go, it was a dude. I was just like, no. I was like, oh, yeah, Cody's her name. And my coach goes, damn, you should have made another name up, buddy. I got sat in the back of the bus,
Gender
bro.
neutral names. Damn gender neutral names, bro.
Dude, I was like, hey, like, what? Like, we love always, but I was like, come on, man, you guys assholes.
All right.
You
What
guys got any
so
questions
far?
too?
Oh yeah, chat. If you guys have any questions, this is an interactive podcast. So if you have any questions, shoot them out. If you had to pick a phase of your life that has been the best phase of your life up to this point, what phase would you pick?
Say it again.
So if you could pick any phase of your life that you've been through, like party phase, like high school sports, like college, like whatever, what phase of life would you say has been the best phase? Like what have you enjoyed the most? I know it's a tough question.
That's a good one. Honestly, it's been not the last 2 years, but it's been like this phase after the reawakening. Not to be like that, but after the coma, man, this uprise since 2019, and doing it so unselfishly since that, like, no, not 2017, but 2019. April 7th, 2019 is when I woke back up, and ever since that day, that this phase has just been everlasting. So yes, that's what it was. But ultimately, if I could go back and ever like redo something, because I thought I heard, I don't know if I saw that in the chat, I would redo moments in childhood with like my siblings, certain things with my brother and sister that I wish I wasn't the anger managed asshole kid that I was. I take that back.
I feel that part a lot. I've done that with my siblings a lot. A lot of my siblings and I have a strained relationship because of just like my sister, she has like some mental stuff going on. And when I was a kid, I didn't like understand it at all. And like I was just so mean to her for so long. And like because of that, like we have a strained relationship now. I mean, I'm working on rebuilding that bridge, but like it takes a long time to rebuild stuff like that, especially like with traumas and things like being kids, like because it's so unconsciously trauma bound after that. So like,
Yeah.
I just
That's how, like what Christina's saying, like I'm the opposite. If I change stuff in the past, I may not be the person I am today. we understand that, the butterfly effect, but it's more so like if there is something we have now learned, I feel like this is, I'm not speaking for Hoop, but it is in a sense. I said it, sorry guys, and we're trying to get away from that Hoop. But what I've learned now, I wish I could just take that back and you guys see my video, tell younger me like, hey, be
Yeah.
better.
And I mean, you're
Be
right
better.
about the fact that things would not be the way they are today if that was the case. But, things like that would be really nice things to patch up. Those are very simple things of like just having compassion towards my sister, for example. Like that could have been something that like I could have done, and it maybe would have made our relationship way stronger than it is today. But again,
No,
everything
I'm the
does
same
happen.
way, dude.
You have
This
to
goes to
learn.
you. I got a brother and sister that are twins, Hoop. You're about to have twins, man. A brother and sister that are twins, so it was 2v1 growing up, although I was the oldest. Um, but for me, it was kind of like that, yo. It was never because now they like my sister's attempted suicide. Like I've had a rough going with my brother in the sense like we don't hate each other, but we definitely see things different in life, and he is that one to just spark the spark when it gets going.
Oh yeah.
But I do wish how you say it, like I guess it goes like this, the ruckus too. Everything that has happened, and that's who we are now. So I'm grateful for that, and I'm grateful that my brother and sister have enabled me to learn that stuff. But I would definitely take that now and go tell that younger me or go tell that kid that I see doing what I was doing and be like, don't like, dude, hey, not worth it, man.
It's not.
Not
No.
worth it.
And again, you learned those lessons because of the lessons that you put yourself through by being the jerk, by being the turd. You know what I mean? So now that you've learned those lessons, now you have that compassion to go back and fix it. But like you can't anymore. So now all you can do is continue to mend it towards the future, which is something that we continue to do every day and in all things in life.
Next question. Ready for this one?
Oh yeah, I'm ready.
Greatest. It doesn't have to just be sport, but greatest memory from a sport or from like something action sporty, just something that like was so thrilling in the moment. Shit, it could be sport because you love sports too,
I
just
got
like me. Let's do that. Let's
two
big
things.
sport moment.
Um, Two things. I'll just do one. I was a huge basketball player my whole life, and we did go to state tournament and stuff, and that was really amazing. But if I had to pick one moment, I was a track athlete in high school, and I picked up track as a freshman after dropping out of baseball. I used to be a baseball player, but there was a kid who was catching that was going to go D1, and he was in front of me, and I knew I would never play if I played baseball. So I was like, this is stupid. I'm not going to do that anymore. So I ended up trying out and running for the track team, and I didn't take it seriously. Like my first 3 years of school, bro. But I was a freak. I was running like 53-second quarter miles, like without even showing up to practice. Like I wouldn't come to practice. I would just show up to meets and run.
How fast?
Like 53 seconds,
A mile?
quarter mile. So like one
Oh,
fourth
okay,
of a
okay.
mile.
All right. I was like,
So then I
Jesus.
was like, my senior year came around, and I was like, well, shit. Like basketball's over. I always loved basketball more than I loved track. So I did basketball. Basketball season ended, and I was like, damn, like, what am I going to put all my time and effort into? So then I was like, I'm in track. Like, I'm going to try this year. Like, I'm gonna mess around and try. And I told my coach at the beginning of the season, I was like, Coach, I'm running under 2 minutes and a half mile. And he's like, there's no way you're ever going to do that. Like, he's just like, it's not, no. Like, no, you're not going to do it. So I pulled up senior year, worked my tail off, ended up running a 157 flat for the half mile at state. Like, finished seventh in state, and like just smoked everything that he said I wouldn't be able to do. Would have ran college track, but ended up like hurting my knee and shit. But
Damn, boy.
so that was like the moment where I was like, damn, like I love when people like set unrealistic, like say you can't do things, but like you can achieve whatever the hell you want to achieve if you really put the time and effort into things. That's just something that like always stuck with me in that regard from that. Yeah.
Daddy.
Yeah, I
My,
almost had to tell him you can call me Poppy next time. I almost had to do it to him because dude literally told me to my face, he's like, "There's no way you'll ever do that. Like, I just don't think you're capable of doing that."
and you did it.
And yeah, I was the only runner to run 157 in the last like 20 years at the school. So like, that's just,
Damn, boy.
all right, sir, settle down.
That's what's up, yo. That's
So
crazy.
I gotta ask you the same question. That's a really good question. If you had to pick one sport moment that was just like stood above all the rest, or like one moment that you like think is the most, what do you think?
I
Maybe
think.
I
All
don't think
right,
you said it to
I
motivate.
know what it is. I
Uh,
know what it is. So this is like a moment that came from a special moment. So I told you guys I was at GCU my freshman year playing baseball. That was in 2015, the first year they went D1. I committed there as a junior. So this is where it all originates. My first ever at bat in college at GCU in their old stadium, which they have a new stadium now. It's really really cool if you guys haven't seen it. My first at bat there against Bradley University was a home run. It was crazy. I bat flipped. I bat flipped. I have it on camera, but it was crazy. I got the chills. I touched home. I had to double that game. Just awesome. I ended up barely playing that year, and I ended up hating it. So I transferred. I walked away from my scholarship. And actually, what's crazy about it is my junior year, I was at Valparaiso, and then my senior year, we went back to GCU here in Arizona to play against GCU and play against two other teams. And when we were playing GCU, I hit against my old roommate, Jake Repovich, who was a lefty. And my first AB against him, I hit it off of his ankle for a base hit, and I took him out of the game. And then later that we won the first game, and I went crazy. And then the second game we played him at night. This is where it all comes together. My last at bat, ever as a baseball player in Arizona, the state I grew up in front of all my family and friends. Like everybody's here in the new stadium. Dude, bases were loaded, a pass ball, so one run comes in. Say that because it wasn't a grand slam. Next pitch, yo, I went fucking yah. I hit another home run in the same place. I started it all, and I remember that because I have it all on video. One day, hopefully, I'll show that. But I remember going up to the coach Stankiewicz. That's his name. He's at USC now, and I remember just being like, "Hey, coach, I wanted to say like before we hit the bus," and he just goes, "No, Jaden, like." Good shit, man. Congratulations. All the respect. And
did
I
you
was like,
that
that's
question?
cool.
Did you hit the bat flip on him? Did you hit the bat flip the second time?
No, because that one was a linea, bro. I was going. I was just so in the mud. I was crazy. But yeah, we ended up beating them twice, yo. It was just crazy. It was
Oh
so
yeah,
cool.
hell yeah. 8 sports you lettered in high school. Your brother did 9.
Damn.
That's crazy, bro. What?
See, in Arizona, you can't do that stuff because we don't like the snow makes a difference. I don't know if that's been where you grow up. Sometimes when there's snow states in high school, they start baseball in the summer.
Oh yeah, no, dude. We have like it was so ours are like year round now. Like you can't like it's the same way with all sports. Like you really can't play more than 2 or 3 sports. Like it's almost impossible to do because these schools are literally making you do year round. And if you're not doing year round sports with the school, then you're doing travel ball in the off season to continue to get better at like whatever you're doing. So like I think that's crazy to letter in 8 or 9 sports. Like I can't even imagine that.
That's badass, actually, yo. That's so cool to say. Because I actually like in Arizona. I know like who like there's probably a different sport. Like basketball is a big thing because it's indoors more, but we don't have rain in Arizona usually, so we can play baseball all day, dude. So like I literally quit football my sophomore year to go play in a tournament. I don't know. I did that stuff. All right, I got a question for Hoove if we're gonna keep doing this one.
Sure, yeah, I'm ready.
Go a couple more if you're down for it.
Yeah, I'm down for a couple
Biggest
more.
piece of wisdom you've ever been told that just no matter the moment, like it's just something that just has always stuck. And could you restate what it is?
You know, I don't know if it's something somebody told me per se. I would say it's something that I found out on my own and learned myself. I didn't really have a very big role model in my life growing up through college and the end of high school and stuff. I didn't really have anybody that I was striving or attaining to be. I kind of just was trying to figure out who the hell I was, you know? I'd say the biggest piece of the wisdom that I've ever came across is just believe in yourself. I don't think that there's anything more wise to say than that, because you can literally do anything in this life that you aspire to do if you really have the belief that you can do it. And I remember in high school, I didn't really have a place. I got made fun of a lot, even though I was a very good athlete, super intelligent. Like I had a lot going for me, but people just didn't seem to really enjoy me. And I got into college and like I started doing like streaming and stuff, and I was like, "Damn, like this shit's awesome. I love this. Like this is like for me." And like so many people, like everybody, like literally everybody in my life, told me that I was making the worst mistake of my life, that I would never be able to amount to like anything with it. And like part of me was like, yeah, they could be right, you know. But like, so much of me was like, just believe in what you're doing, believe in yourself, believe what you have going on, and like, it's gonna work out. And like, that's just something that I always told myself, you know. And now I like get to look back. That was 4 years ago now, and I look back to like where I am now, and like the amount of times that people have told me to give up and quit, and like don't do it. Like there's so many other things you could be doing with your life to make money or to provide or like all these things. And like if I hadn't just believed in myself and had my very amazing significant other with me behind my back the entire way, I probably would have given up on myself. But like I sit here now, and I would have been a fool to have done that and to have listened to other people and to not to just believe that what I was doing was going to make an impact and to make a difference here in the world. And I think that's something that everybody can take from, and not just in anything you do in life. Anybody can use what I just said as a building block for themselves as wisdom of if you really want to achieve something and you believe in yourself hard enough, then whatever it is you desire will be yours. It might take a lot of hard work. It might take a lot of grind. It might take a lot of sacrifice in whatever way that might be. And it might take a lot of people telling you don't do it or you're making a mistake before you can actually get to where you want to be. But if it's what you want to do, just listen to yourself, man, because at the end of the day, that's all you got.
Fire! Yes, a fucking truth, yo. All right.
I gotta ask you, since you asked me that question, I know you have something in your head probably in that regard.
Well,
I'd like to know. I'd like to know what your wisdom is for the world.
and I say that too because of all the things I've been through. But the one thing that's always stuck in my head, and it's kind of crazy why I asked this and how it just got into my head. There's multiple quotes that go around it, but it's always something that I've repeated in my head from motivational speeches just over and over and over and over and over again ever since I was in sixth grade because that's a coping mechanism I've always had. But it's from Rocky Balboa, and we're talking about it in here, but it's where he literally states, he goes, it doesn't matter how many times this world's going to knock you down, like you got to get back up one more time. And then there's the movie Never Back Down where he's saying, he literally, there's a quote, there's a point in that movie where he's like, don't back down, never get, like he's like, the way he says, never give up, never back down. And like that shit just always is in my head. And I just remember the one time I was at like what I thought was what at that time was the lowest, not even the coma time, just sitting on a baseball field, feeling like I got nowhere else to go, and my best friend sitting right next to me. And that dude, he literally said it. He goes, "It's time, man. Never back down, dude." And just that that wisdom behind that of just get up one more time, just get up one more time. Like you could sit here for a second, but get up, like get up, consistent, go. And that has just been it, baby. That's the yeah.
I like that. I like that a lot. And to continue that to never to never stop getting up. Like you never know what might be your last time getting knocked down. Like I know that sounds cliche. We get knocked down a lot in life, but like eventually you're gonna get to a point where you do get knocked down in life. But like the fall is gonna be padded, y'all. I mean that in the best way. Like you're gonna get to a point in your life where like when something hits you and knocks you down, you're gonna spring back up because of all the times that you've been beaten down before. Something that's so light might not make that much of a difference anymore because you're gonna be like, I already been through worse. I'm back, Undertaker style, where he comes up from the floor, just like there's so many things in life that we allow ourselves to get bogged down on that might be small in the long run of things, and we really just gotta remember that when you get knocked down, right? Like that's so important.
Yo, James saying it too. You never know when the next time you get up will be the last time you have to. And yeah, guys, you just don't know. Oh, I'm so tired. I'm fucking tired, yo. Who's is tired? James is tired. Lizzie's tired. Everybody's gonna be tired. Everybody's gonna wake up some days and just be at 100%. Some days you're gonna wake up at 50%. Give it 100% of everything you have to offer every day. And that's getting back up every day. There's a reason in the way you want to see it. There's a reason why we go to sleep and we have to rise back up because we have to get back up on our feet and take another step forward. Unless you sleep standing up, that's the truth of it. The truth of it, yo.
You could be this close to achieving everything that you've ever wanted in life, literally this close, like so close you could taste it, And this beatdown that you might be going through right now might be the one beatdown you need to be able to get to that point. Because I've talked about this before. I don't know when I talked about this, but I watched a video and it was this dude on a trampoline and a staircase, and they walk up the staircase and kept falling off the staircase and falling down and coming back up, and then falling down and coming back up and slowly climbing the staircase. And that's just really how life works, y'all. Like you're gonna fall. There's no part of life where you were gonna like be until you get to the top where you're gonna be like, damn, I can do this without ever failing, without ever falling, without ever having any kind of issues. It's just not possible. Like life is literally built. It is built for you to struggle and then overcome struggle so you can continue to learn and to understand and have empathy and to comprehend how difficult it is to get anywhere. You have to have setbacks, because if you never have a setback and all you do is this, you will never learn anything, because you just think, everything's just, yep,
Yeah,
great.
that moment they go back to that. The moment you get sent back, to start, or get sent back 10 steps, like you're not going to know what to do. You're going to be scared or fear, or you're going to have what we say is anxiety, or have a sense of overwhelming feeling. In a sense, I didn't say it like that, but you're going to feel that because you haven't learned that. You haven't gone through that. You haven't taken action to find what we have, like just said, is wisdom to get through it. And that's just the truth of it. And there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with getting pushed back 5 steps to learn again if it has to happen. Don't take yourself there. Just let it happen.
I want to say this too. When you see people, there are people in the world that get blessed in their life to go like this. There are people that happens to, right? Where they don't have to jump over any barriers, they don't have to fight through any hardships. They just are automatically successful, let's say, right? Like we'll just use a business model. Some businesses just take off and they do really well, right? Some point when they get way up here, they go, well, shit, I don't know how the hell we got here. I don't know how this happened. We didn't go through anything terrible. One bad thing happens and it goes, it's like Jenga. You pull one block out and it goes to the ground, because they have no clue what it takes to go through the bad times, the hard things that are happening in life.
The bricks, baby, the bricks you need to lay, the foundation.
Exactly.
It is a foundation. It's a sense of, like, it's a sense of emotion that has to get us there. I said it the other day. This is crazy. Like, we're all going to dig ourselves into a hole, or you're going to start in a hole. Or if you are blessed enough to start on that mountain, good luck getting out of the hole. Why do I say that? Every time you are working on yourself, you're filling that hole back up. You're filling that hole, whether you want to say it's in your soul or just a metaphorical one. Like, you're filling it. All right, once we fill it up, now let's get away from that hole. Let's start throwing more dirt on. Keep on finding it around you. You know what I'm saying? Keep throwing it on top so we build a mountain so we never have to go back to that. Maybe we might fall down or landslide or something like that. But we'll keep on building over that. So maybe that day we do find ourselves going down, maybe we might hit into that hole. We know how to start digging out of it. Because we put foundation under us rather than dig from under us. And that's what happens. I relate to that big time.
That's why good things take time, y'all.
Yeah, big time. Big time.
You can't
I
just
see
expect
today.
things to be overnight. And again, this traces back to the beginning of our episode today. Things are not going to be instantaneous. Although we live in an instantaneous world where those things seem obtainable in such a short period of time, they are not. They are not. Businesses take years to develop. Brands take years to develop. Relationships take years to develop. Growing your children take years to develop. Everything that you do in life takes time. There's no rush. You have no reason to pressure yourself into trying to get things done sooner. Take a deep breath. Everything's good. Let the universe flow, y'all. Let it flow.
All right, Hoop, you want to give us a good old dad joke?
Yeah, I can rock one out today. I've been faltering on my dad jokes lately. I feel like I've been letting y'all down a little bit. So I got a good one today. Hopefully y'all enjoy it. All right. What kind of sound does a cow make when it runs out of milk? None. There's utter silence. Oh, good dad joke,
We
guys.
love it, yo.
Guys, thank you so much to everybody in here watching. I hope you guys are all having an incredible day. Whether you're watching this in the car, in bed, in the morning here with us in our live streams, which take place every Wednesday and Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern. We are so thankful for you guys taking a minute to listen to this conversation and to this podcast. If you guys haven't already done so, make sure you guys follow up, click the bell, turn the noties on, subscribe to the channel, man. Support us in any way that you can. We're so thankful to have you guys. And we'll see you on our next episode.
Later, y'all. Keep your head up. Let's get it. Oh.